Goku is certainly one of the most influential anime heroes of all time, stemming from Akira Toriyama's manga, published originally in 1984, titled Dragon Ball. He is the main character, undoubtedly, and he has influenced many other anime characters for years to come, and overall he's just an iconic hero. The focal discussion point here is Goku required for every Dragon Ball story? And I believe there's a yes and a no to this. Some stories thrive on Goku not being the main character, such as Goku Gaiden, aka A Hero's Legacy. The GT special thrives on Goku not being there, as it's about Goku Jr., the great-great-grandson of Goku, sort of finding his own journey and uncovering the legacy of his past and the great things that his ancestors, Goku, has done, and subsequently Goten, and Pan, and Gohan, and, you know, all of the successors to Goku have done. So, yeah, Goku is a part of that story, but, and is very integral to that story, but he's not the main character, and I think that's what it boils down to. I think Goku's essence needs to be in every Dragon Ball story, because he is the foundation. Musco X made a great example. Goku is, the foundation. Let's say Dragon Ball, the whole entire series, is a house. Goku's the foundation, and if you take away the foundation, then there's no story, or there's a shallow story. That was a great example that he used, and I think it applies in this discussion. I believe Goku is the solid foundation of what makes the story tick, and then there's the other characters that makes it even more entertaining and thrilling. It makes the ride more worth it and fun, you know. So Goku is needed in every story, I believe. He may not have a huge part in every story, but he is at least required to do something. And the essence of Goku must be there. The legacy of Goku must be there. That's why I don't really like the idea of certain spin-off ideas, like Jiren having his own spin-off and other universes having their own spin-off. It's an okay idea in theory, but it needs to at least have Goku in there, weaving in somewhere. Otherwise, what's the point? You're just watching Jiren the show and not a Dragon Ball spin-off, you know? So Goku needs to be tied into the story somehow. He doesn't need to be directly involved. Like, another perfect example is Jarko, the Galactic Patrolman. That story sets up Dragon Ball perfectly, and Goku is only in it for one chapter, but it sets up Goku, and it's just another story in the lore of Dragon Ball, and it works really well because there's still the Dragon Ball essence and the Goku essence in there, but he's not the integral part of the story. Dragon Ball is the story of Goku after all, and his adventures across the land, so I think other supplementary Dragon Ball material needs to reflect that in some way. Now, of course, Goku doesn't need to be the main character in every story. For example, the Frieza arc actually included not a lot of Goku until the very last portion of that arc. It mainly focused on Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, and Frieza, you know, on their quest on Namek, and it didn't have a lot of Goku until later on in the arc, and that worked because there was still Goku there doing stuff, or lack thereof, because he was just really training on the ship, and then he was injured. But anyway, he still was a part of the narrative there. He's not the main character per se, but there's still a little bit of Goku, and I believe without Goku there, I don't know, something falls apart, something feels like it's missing. Now, you know, Goku just needs to be a part of the structure in some way. I think that's what it boils down to. There needs to be some essence of Goku. Like, for example, for another instance, you know, the Frieza arc is set up because Goku makes a decision on sparing Vegeta's life. he tells Krillin not to kill Vegeta because he wants to fight him someday. Vegeta escapes and then rebels against Frieza, directly setting up the Namek and Frieza arcs. So Goku builds up to that arc without even really realizing it. So that's what it comes down to. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? Does Goku need to be in every story? I don't think a story can't be told without Goku, without a lot of Goku in it, because obviously, at least an adequate story can, aka the Frieza arc. That was a good, solid story, at least most of it until it dragged on, especially in the anime. But anyway, that's just my subjective thoughts aside. Yes, so I think an adequate story can be told with not much Goku in it, but it still needs to have something to do with Goku. Dragon Ball is Goku. Goku is Dragon Ball. So, yeah, those are my concluding thoughts. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you guys think Goku is required for every Dragon Ball story, or can we have a spin-off without Goku in it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. See you later.